Hey everyone, Meredith Howard here, and I am so excited to share some of the most amazing resources from Usborne for helping to teach your kiddos to read, even your preschoolers, starting with the complete book of Farmyard Tales. This is an example of one of Usborne's dual readers, which means there is a simple, shorter line of text across the top, a longer, more detailed line of text across the bottom. You can read just the top and have a full version, just a shorter version of the story. You can read both and have the longer version, and then when your little one is reading on his or her own, they can read the top while you are reading the bottom, helping to reinforce those early reading skills as you are sharing a sweet story together. The Phonics Readers from Usborne are awesome. We have loved these books so much. An example of one of our combined volumes is Raccoon on the Moon and Other Tales. This actually includes 6 Phonics Reader stories inside, like Kangaroo at the Zoo, Mole in a Hole, and Goat on a Boat. These books reinforce early sight words as well as practicing repetitive sounds and phrases. They're really engaging, fun, funny stories that keep kids' interest as they're reading throughout. They're also completely comprehensive stories, so they have a clear beginning, middle, and end, so kiddos are able to understand the story through and through. We have loved reading this book, and it gets read over and over in our household. An awesome support for Usborne for early readers is the My First Reading Library. And yes, this is 50 books. It is an awesome, amazing deal for this great box set. This is graduated readers, so they start off with very simple books, practicing sight words, and then kiddos are starting to work through the books as they move on up until they are independently reading. There are also puzzles and questions at the end of each book to be able to practice comprehension. This is a lot of the reason that our oldest is reading on her own at her age. Such a fun, amazing support for practicing those early reading skills. If you already have an independent reader, the transitional chapter books are an awesome resource. These books, an example, are Billy B. Brown, Hey Jack, and Lily the Elf. They are called transitional chapter books because they have fewer words per page and bigger print, as well as some pictures throughout, so kiddos are able to read independently on their own, but in a more manageable way. There are fewer words to be able to get through, so they are excited to be able to be reading chapter books, but it is definitely geared towards new readers. And then finally, an awesome resource that I am so excited about is the Read with Usborne Leveled Readers series. There are 4 levels, 1, 2, 3, 4. So starting off with simpler books, simpler text for a new reader. These books were created with reading experts to be able to reinforce those early reading skills, and then they go all the way up to level 4, where it is more similar to a chapter book, and these books are super beautiful, well made, and a really awesome deal for being able to practice their independent reading. So excited to share these with you. Hope this helps as you are teaching your kiddos to read.